Good afternoon. It's Gary back from G&H Honey Bees, and today I'm going to look at Hive 1, which is the bigger of the two hives that had the chalk brood in it. But the smaller of the two hives, this one over here, they looked like they had raised a queen, because if you saw the last video about the bananas, I had found queen cells that were chewed out on the side, so I assumed that a queen had been raised, and I didn't see her in there, so I gave them another week. And Monday I looked at them, this past Monday. Today is Friday, and there was all kinds of eggs in some of the cells, but I still didn't find a queen. And as I got a closer look at it, I got my flashlight and had a closer look, and there were cells that had 5-6 eggs in it. So we had a laying worker situation. So whatever happened to that new queen, whether she went out to mate and then come back or what, I don't know. So I decided to reduce them down and put them into this nuke. And I went and I got a frame of fresh eggs, brand new eggs, out of Hive 2, which is over at the other location. And I got a fresh frame of capped honey from over at the other location, and 2 other drawn out frames. And I put them in the nuke, and I shook all the bees in here. And I'm going to see if they'll raise another queen. So there's been no real conclusion of whether that has cured the problem or not. Oh, and there goes that excavator again. Sorry about that. I've been trying to get out here with some peace and quiet, and there's an excavator running in the lot back behind us, and it's squealing like crazy when he moves it. So anyway, I don't have any real conclusion on whether the bananas actually worked in this colony or not. Now this colony here, I opened them up last week and put a second banana in, and at the same time, you know, I took the outside frame out here, and then I pulled out the second frame just to have a look at it. And I just happened to glance over at the next frame after I'd pulled that second frame out, and lo and behold, there was a great big shiny queen running around there. She was just like glowing. And I was thinking, well, that was really quick for them to raise a queen and have her get mated that quick. Because I'm sure that the original queen that was in here, last time I saw her, she was all curled up in a ball, and she was on her way out. So I'm wondering if the queen had, from the, what's now the nuke, had flown out to get mated and mistakenly came back to this box. And I did look at the frame that she was on, and she just started laying eggs. And she was running around real fast, so I know she's a new queen. She's just on the move. And I got a surprise yesterday that it looked like there was a gigantic hatch of bees in here, and I thought, well, that's really sudden and quick for them to have a hatch of bees. Now the good thing is, now I'm going to insert a couple of pictures here of what the chalk brood looked like, and then I'll carry on. So as I was watching these bees emerging yesterday and doing their orientation around the front of the box, I didn't see any sign of any mummified bees being dragged out. So I want to have a look in here today and see what we can find and see what's going on, because I really don't know. Alright, be back in a minute. I gotta finish putting my suit and stuff on. Alright, let's get the top off of this box and have a look. As you can see, one of the problems of having a spacer in here for banana, well, the banana's completely gone. That's kind of interesting, unless it's on the stuck to the top. So try and shake some of the bills off of it. And see, having that space in there, they built a wild comb across the top there. Out of the way. And now there's a lot more going. Really need to move to some place where it's quiet. I'm going to move you around here. Take that spacer right out of there. Oh, no, they've been chewing away. That's all that's left of that banana skin. So they're actually chewing away at that banana. And so anyway, as I was saying, that I didn't see any sign of foul brood or chalk brood or any mummified bees being dragged out yesterday. So I don't know if that's a good conclusion or not. I get this all peeled off of here so I can get at these girls. So let's have a look-see. There's definitely a lot of bees in here. That's all bee bread and honey. On the side. Yeah, so I haven't really done much with this colony for quite some time. And they really cleaned up that second banana. That's bee bread and honey, I can just tell by the weight of it. Yeah. Now it is shadowed under this cover, so camera may or may not show too much here if I'm trying to show you frames. But I just want to have a real quick look through here. That's got bee bread and what looks like wet cells. I'm going to have to get a flashlight. is a lot of new brood in there. Drop the flashlight. Yeah, lots of new bees in there. Just wonder if I should have lit the smoker or not, but oh, look at the brood here. Oh, I was shining the flashlight on that. Look at the brood on this frame here, and it's the same on the other side. So there's definitely a good queen in here. And there's a lot of bees in here. Now the one telling factor is going to be when this brood that's in you saw in that frame starts to hatch, whether there's any mummified bees in there or not. And this frame is all grubs. And this side of this frame is all grubs. They're not capped yet, but they're getting there. So what I might do is I have a box of 10 freshly waxed frames that I can put on there and let them draw them out. This is completely laid up, and the cells have got the royal jelly in them. Yeah, same on that side. So this top box, I think, is completely laid up with brood, and they're just going to be slamming with bees. What I'm really hoping for is that that chalk brood has been cleaned up. There's a queen cup on this side, but looks like a practice one. So this has got freshly laid eggs in it and bee bread. There's eggs. Oh yeah, she's laid the outside. The eggs have laid over. They haven't hatched out into larvae yet. So she's laid this entire top box full. Let's just pull that frame. frame is a little heavier. Went off. And that's all bee bread on the inboard side. It's all bee bread on the outside. So that's all food. Try to stick my finger down between the ends of the frames because they like to run in there and then they get squished. Give it loose. So the only frames that I replaced were these ones, 3, 4, 5, these 6 frames here. When I first found out there was chalk brood, I replaced them with good frames. And that's about all I did with replacing frames. That's honey. That's got some honey in it. This one's really light. Let's have a look. Oh, I see fresh nectar in there. And I'm just starting to put nectar on the outside of that one. I'll show the, you see fresh nectar in there. There's not as many bees at the bottom as there is in the upper box, so this one's pretty light. That's got bee bread in it. No eggs. That's got bee bread in it. Here, I'll shine the light on it. You see the bee bread in there. There's some nectar stored down at this end. Doesn't appear that they're working as much in the bottom as they are in the top box. Oh, I see eggs. some of themselves, so she's around here somewhere. Have a look on this side. Yeah, there's eggs in these cells. So she is down here laying in this bottom box. Yeah, there's eggs in some of these cells here too. Not all of them. Yeah, there's brown, like these eggs are here, and this frame here just standing up. So she was just here, laid a few eggs and moved on. Don't know that we're going to get to see her. So this is all bee bread here. See the bee bread in the middle there. About this side of it. They got some nectar and a little bit of bee bread on the outside of that frame. That's bee bread. And that's nectar. So these next few frames are all food. So I don't think she's going to be around over here. Well, I guess we didn't see her. She's probably in amongst bees in the top box that we just didn't see her. Alright, so I'm going to close them up. Put this one in here like this. Well, now I'm not sure, but I think what I'll do is I'll close them up and I'll add the box of 10 frames on the top, see what they do with them. And we'll keep an eye on them for any more foul brood. Because right at this time, they look really healthy and they're looking like they're in good shape. So anyway, I can't really say if that's a conclusion or not to the foul brood problem, or not foul brood, chalk brood. And I'll just keep an eye on them and let you know how it turns out. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll be back again with another one. Alright, we'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now.